Okay, welcome to session number 4. So, the unit 3 gate level minimization and combinational logic, and today we are going to see basic gates and universal gates. Okay, so as of now we have seen so many SOP expressions and POS expressions, and we have simplified it using techniques. Okay, so Boolean algebra is the first technique, and Karnaugh map is the second technique, and then Queen-Wesley tabulation method is the third technique. So, we have minimized the gates with some techniques. Now, what are the gates that are available in this particular digital logic design? So you can see over here, this is AND, this is OR, this is NAND, and this is NOR, NOT, XOR, and XNOR. So these are the gates that are there, and we'll see what are the. So here you can see the logic gates are divided into 3 categories. It is basic logic gate and universal logic gate and other logic gate. So under basic logic gate, we see only 3 gates, that is AND gate, NOT gate, and OR gate. And from universal logic gates, we see an AND and NOR gate, which are universal. We'll see why it is called universal gates, and then other logic gates are XOR and XNOR gate. So these are the possible gates that are there in the DLD. So now you can see here, the logic gates are the basic elements of the digital system. And then the types of the gates are exclusive OR, exclusive NOR, NOT, and OR, as we have seen in this thing. And the operations of the logic gates can be easily understood with the help of a truth table. As we have seen many truth tables, and we have generated some expressions from the truth table. So it's like input output possibilities are there for the logic circuits. So now you can see here this particular these are the buffer means you will get the same output. So if you give 0, the 0 will be the output, and if you give 1, it will be the 1. So that is how we are going to generate an expression from the truth table, that is buffer. And NOT is also called as inverter, where you will use the symbol a kind of a triangle with a bubble symbol, and here if you give input 0, you will get output 1, input 0, input 1, output 0. So this is how you are going to represent with the NOT gate. And now coming to the AND gate, it has 2 inputs, right? 2 inputs, A and B, and now you are going to construct a truth table here. So A, B, C, D, so all 4 possibilities are there, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and you are going to get the possibilities like 0, 0, 0 with 1. So which means that if both the inputs are high or both the inputs are 1, you will get the output as 1. So now you understood how to represent AND gate with a dot symbol. And in the same way, NAND. NAND is a reverse of AND, which is an inverter of AND, which is a NOT of AND. So you can see that there is a bubble that is given here, right? So you can see a bubble here. So whenever the bubble is there for the gate, then it represents the inverter, right? So now you can see this truth table 0, 0, 0, 1 is now converted to 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is the inversion portion. So this is how you are going to represent expression for the NAND gate, okay? And then you will go with OR gate. So this particular OR gate, you can see OR gate is also having 2 inputs, that is A and B. Now you are going to see the truth table of OR gate 0 followed by 1s. As you people have already developed many expressions, you are aware of this. So y is equal to A plus B is the expression that is given for OR gate. So now NOR gate. NOR means it's an inverter of OR gate. So inverter of OR gate, you will have a small bubble over here. The symbol will be the same, but you can see that the truth table is reversed, which means 1 followed by zeros, which means if both the inputs are 0, then you will get the output as 1. So this is how NOR gate will work. In the same way, XOR and XNOR are the gates that are called, which comes under the category of other gates, right? So other gates, here you can see that it is when both the inputs are same, then it will represent with 0, and if the inputs are different, then it is represented with 1. Right? So now you can see this is the XOR symbol that you are going to use for the gate, and the XOR symbol for that gate can be also written as A bar B plus A B bar. This is the expression that is given for the XOR gate, and this particular expression can be resolved into y is equal to A exclusive OR of B, right? And now this is XNOR. XNOR is an inverter of XOR. So XOR gate, you can see there is a bubble here. So whenever an inverter is there, you will be expressing it with a bubble. So now you can see that the quite opposite is the XNOR, right? So you can see here y is equal to A exclusive OR of B, the whole bar, which can also be written as A. This is the expression that you can also write for XNOR. So XNOR, it is the expression, or you can also write it as AB plus A bar B bar. So this is how you are going to express the XNOR. So 3 different expressions are there for, so 1, 2 and 3. So 3 expressions are there for this particular XNOR gate. So now you are familiar with all the basic gates that are there. Now we will go to the next part. So the alternative methods, we call it as alternative logics. So we shall see how it's going to work. So you can see that this is the AND gate, the representation of the symbol that is used for the AND gate. Now the same AND gate can also be represented with this particular symbol, which you can see that this AND is now converted to OR. You can see the symbol OR with bubbles at input and output, which means that the whole gate is inverted. If it is AND, it is converted to OR. If it is OR, it is converted to AND, and bubbles will be there for the input and output. So is it clear now how you are going to represent an alternative symbol for the AND gate? So this is also one of the symbol that you can use for AND gate, right? So in the same way, you can also do for the OR gate. Okay, the OR gate. So OR gate also you can is already having A plus B, and now this particular OR gate also can be represented with an alternative symbol. That symbol you can see here, this particular OR gate, which means like this, you are going to represent an symbol, and that is converted to AND with a input as well as output with a inverter, which is NOT symbol. So this is how you are going to represent the OR symbol. So it is very simple. The input and the output of the whole gate, you are going to convert AND to OR to AND, and then put the bubble symbols to input and output. This is how you are going to have an alternative symbol for OR gate, right? In the same way, you can have an AND gate. NAND gate is the negation of AND, so you have a AND gate symbol with a bubble. Right, that is how a NAND gate is expressed, and that particular NAND gate can also be expressed in this way, which is the AND symbol is now converted to OR with here you can see output is having a bubble. So output will not have any bubble, but the inputs are having a bubble. So you understand that the inputs and outputs, when there is no bubble, you are going to put a bubble, and if there is bubble, remove the bubble, and AND is changed to OR is changed to AND. This is how the alternative symbols that are used for the general symbols available, right? So now you can see, so here you can see this is the XNOR. So XNOR, you will have a bubble, and that bubble you have removed in the output, and the input is having a bubble, which is how you are going to represent the alternative symbol for the general symbol, right? So hope this is clear. And the same NOT symbol, just if the output is having a bubble, the alternative symbol will be input is having the bubble, right, and output the bubble is removed. So this is how you are going to alternative symbols are equivalent to the standard symbols. So we generally have seen this part as the standard symbols. These are standard symbols, and these are alternative symbols. So for the standard symbols, you have generated an alternative symbols, right? So how this is done is by De Morgan's law or De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so De Morgan's theorem is A plus B, the whole bar is A bar dot B bar. This is one of the De Morgan's theorem, and the second one is A dot B, the whole bar is A bar plus B bar. This is another De Morgan's theorem. So based on these two, you are going to generate an alternative things, right? So you can see here AB, right? So here you can see A bar, B bar, the whole bar. So which can be written as, see, A plus B bar. So A plus B bar is A bar. So you are going to write A bar dot B bar, right, the whole bar, which is equal to AB. So you have understood that this is how an alternative symbol and the standard symbol looks like, right? So now we see that the logic networks can use both the standard symbols as well as alternative symbols for representing the logic networks, right? Logic network diagrams. And now the standard symbols are presented in, here you can see that it is in yellow color, and the alternative symbols are represented in green color. So this is how the alternative symbols, logic symbols are going to work, right? So now we'll go to the next part. That is, universal gates. Why these are called universal gates? Because NAND and NOR, because every standard symbol or an alternative symbol can be expressed in NAND or XOR. So you can see already the gates how it's going to see the symbol that is used for NAND and the symbol that is used for NOR. In the same way, the truth table and the truth table. So hope these are all clear. These gates are clear. Now you can see that this NAND and NOR are called universal gates because they can be implemented with the NAND and NOR gates. Okay, anyhow, the NAND gates and NOR gates can be constructed with NAND and NOR. So for example, consider this NAND gates can be used for representing the NOT, NAND, NOR and XNOR functions. Okay, so all other possibilities you can also make it, because you have seen that all the different types of gates are there. So all these gates can be expressed in with NAND and NOR. So you can see this NAND is converted to NOT, NAND is converted to, and NAND is converted to OR, NAND is converted to NOR. In the same way, now NOR gate is converted to NOT gate, and AND gate can be represented in NOR gate, OR can be represented with NOR gate, and NAND gate can also be represented with NOR gate. So this is how it's going to work. Okay, so these are called universal gates because if one AND gate is there with you, whether it is a standard symbol or alternative symbol, the thing can be represented with this particular NAND and NOR, right? So we shall see how that's going to work. So now you can see here these NAND gates can be used to generate the NOT gate. Okay, so NOT function with only one NAND gate. So you can see here this particular NAND gate where you can see A dot B the whole bar, right? That is the final output of the NAND operation. That this is a NOT gate, right? So this NOT gate can be also expressed as NAND because here you can see the for example here you can see this is NAND, and what happened here, the same input is given twice to as an to input to the NAND gate. Now you can see here if A is equal to 0, if A is equal to 0 and A is equal to 1, these are the possibilities, right? So for NAND you can see 0 dot 0, the whole bar is 0 bar which is 1, and here you can see for A is equal to 1, 1 dot 1 bar is equal to 1 bar which is equal to 0. So whenever the input is, this is input and this is output. So whenever the input is 0, you are getting output as 1, and whenever the input is 1, you are getting the output as 0. That is the reason why this particular NOT gate can be represented with one single NAND. Is it clear? This is how you are going to write down. So this is the new symbol that we are going to represent with for the NOT, right, using NAND. So this is the symbol that we are going to use for NOT. And now we shall see AND. Okay, so AND. So how this AND symbol is converted to NAND using NANDs, because I said to you that it's a universal gate. So all the other gates can be represented with this NAND gate, right? So here you can see that AND is having two inputs A and B, and you are getting A, B as the output, right? So now with this AB you should get the output in such a way that how many NANDs you have to use. For example, here you can see here you can see, as I told you, the alternative symbols will be something like if you want to use NAND, right? So NAND, how you are going to use NAND? This is the NAND, right? So these are the inputs, right? So now what you are going to do is, now this particular NAND is there, right? So this particular NAND, this particular bubble can be represented as like this, right? With a NAND. So now you can see that this particular is a NAND symbol. So this is a NAND symbol, and now the NAND symbol is connected to NOT symbol, right? Because you can see here A, B. So what will be this? A bar, AB bar, and this AB bar is given to NOT symbol. You will get AB, which is the final expression, right? Now this particular NOT is again converted to this particular symbol, where you will get AB. The input, it is given twice, right? When it is given twice, then it acts as a NOT, because you can see here this is a NOT gate for NAND representation, right? So you can see this, the AND gate can be represented with two NAND gates like this. Is it clear how you are going to get the NAND representation for the AND gate? So this is why we call NAND as a universal gate. Okay, NAND and NOR, you can convert all the structures to this particular diagrammatic part. Okay, right, fine. Now we shall see the R, okay, that is A plus B, right, A plus B. So for this particular R, you have to represent with NAND, right. So how you are going to write this NAND? Actually this whole symbol you can write it like this, right. When you are converting, as I told you, that this particular R can be shifted to AND with bubbles, right, input and output bubbles, right. So now you can see this particular bubble can be represented with NOT, right. So here this is NAND symbol, this part is NAND symbol. So here this particular input which is having a bubble can be converted to NOT, right. So this particular symbol can be written as something like NOT, and here also NOT. Whenever NOT is there, you can remove this bubble so that it is a direct line that is given to as an input to the NAND. Okay, here you can see A I have given as an input, and now it becomes A bar. Are you getting it? In the same way, it is B. Now we are getting B bar. So A bar, B bar, you are going to have a NAND, which means A bar, B bar, using De Morgan's law, it will be converted to A plus B. So this is how, this is why you are going to convert A which is the NOT of A, that is with NAND, and NOT of B, that is with NAND, and the general NAND that is there, right. By this you are going to get A plus B. Is it clear? So this is how with the 3 NANDs you are going to have OR. Is it clear? So this is the general method of how you are going to represent with NAND, right. So now you can see here, this is a general NAND gate symbol. So NAND gate symbol. So this particular NAND gate, all other gates can be represented with NAND, right. So all other gates can be represented with NAND. You can see this particular NAND gate, this is a NOT gate. So the same input is given as a input, right. So this is how you are going to represent NAND. So one NAND gate is there for NOT gate, okay. So for NOT you are going to have 1. So for AND, what is going to happen? But AND, there are 2 NAND gates, right. So 1 and 2. So the possible representation for the AND gate is 2. That is how you are going to construct AND logic gate with NANDs. Okay, so 2 NANDs are there. So important. And we'll go to the OR gate. So OR gate, in order to represent OR gate with NANDs, as we have seen in the previous diagram, 1, 2 and 3. So 3 NAND gates if you are having, you can have an operation of OR gate. So here for a OR gate you are going to have 3 NAND gates. And now in the same way you can see the NOR gate, okay. So NAND gate can also be expressed with NOR gate. So for the NOR gate you will have 4 NAND gates. So 4 NAND gates. Are you getting it? So NOR gate is having 4 NAND gates. And now finally the exclusive OR. Exclusive OR, you are having 1, 2, 3 and 4. So exclusive OR also can be represented with NAND gate with 4 NAND gates, right. In the same way exclusive NOR can be represented with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So total 5 NAND gates are used to express the XNOR, right. So this is the part of NAND. And now coming to NOR. So NOR gate. NOR gate is also same. Here also you can have the same symbol for the NOT, because if for example you have 0 plus 0 bar, which is 0 bar, which is equal to 1, which means if A is equal to 0, right. So if this is the input, this is the output, and for example A is equal to 1, you will have 1 plus 1 the bar, and which is 1 bar, which is equal to 0. So if the input is 1, you are getting the output as 0. That is the reason why you consider even the NOT, right. So you are getting it, right. So fine. Now we shall see that for the NOT gate you are going to represent with 1. So here for NOT gate 1 NOR gate is represented. In the same way for OR, 2 NOR gates are represented for OR. Okay, in the same way you can see 1, 2, 3, that is 3 NOR gates are represented for AND gate. So you can see here that is quite opposite. Here OR gate, you are having 3 for NAND. But here for AND gate, you are having 3 NOR. In the same way, now you can see this NAND gate. Here you have 4 NAND gates, and here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 NAND gates, right? And the same way, even exclusive NOR or an exclusive OR. Exclusive OR, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 representations of NOR gates. And now for the exclusive NOR, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So based on the formulas that you have for the particular logics, you can apply De Morgan's law and check out all the gates will work. Okay, this is how these are called. The NAND gate symbol as well as the NOR gate symbol are called universal gates, because every gate can be expressed in these gates. So now you understood why it is universal gate, right? Now we'll see NAND and NOR implementation. Okay, NAND and NOR implementation. So here you can see that it is a universal gate as it is said, right? So now the NAND gate can be expressed in, as we have already seen, NOT, and OR, right? So this is how you are going to express. So here the inverter, which is the NOT gate, is expressed with NAND, and then AND is expressed with this particular category, which means, like, for example, if you want to have an AND, so here you can see this particular. So here it is A, it is B. So what will be the output for this particular NAND? That is A dot B the whole bar, right? So in order to convert this into AB, which is the real AND gate, you will have a NOT gate that is connected to the NAND, right? So this particular NOT gate can be also expressed with NAND. That is how you have got the previous diagram, right? So this can be written as something like, right, X and Y followed by the same output. So this is NAND, this is NAND. So with 2 NANDs you can construct AND. In the same way, OR gate with 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So 3 gates, 3 NAND gates you can construct the implementation, right? So I hope that this is clear. So now we'll go to the 2 graphic symbols. As I told you that the De Morgan's law, we are going to De Morgan's theorem that we are going to apply. So here you can see 2 graphic symbols used for NAND gate. So NAND gate can be expressed in 2 different ways. So with the De Morgan's law, you can also see here that here this particular AND invert and invert OR. So a particular NAND, the NAND universal gate, if you want to express, it can be expressed in such a way that this particular NAND, if you want to use AND, so it can be represented with AND invert, which means invert is at the end, right? So this is how you are going to express it. So you can see here X, Y, Z that are given as an inputs to this particular NAND. You will get X dot, Y dot, Z the whole bar, which means X, Y, Z the whole bar. That is the output that for NAND. So you have represented with this NAND. Did you get it? The main logic is if you are going to use NAND, then this is how you are going to write down. So AND with inversion, that is NAND. Okay. And now coming to invert OR, if you are going to use OR gate, then invert OR, which means that here you can see the bubbles are there, right? So bubble, bubble, bubble. So invert. Whenever OR is there, you have to invert the inputs, and whenever the AND is there, you have to bubble the output. This is how you are going to express the NAND gate, right? This is two way of representing the NAND type, right? So is it clear? So again I am repeating, if it is NAND gate, AND gate if you are using, it will be invert and invert OR. The same way if it is NOR gate, then it will be reverse, invert OR and invert, right? So we'll see. So this is also one of the representation. For example, they have given 2-level implementation, because 2-level means here you can see there is 2-level implementation. This is level 1 and this is level 2. So in level 1 you will use some gates, and level 2 you will use some gate based on the given expression. So here you can see F is equal to AB plus CD. So AB means here he is going to apply dot operator which is and here CD and then the whole expression you are going to add, which is the OR. So this is how you are going to express the general representation, right? So now you see this is one way of representing the expression. Now the second way is, now you can see this particular expression, as I told you, you can have output bubble as well as input bubble. So you can add a bubble. So you can see double complementation can be removed. So something like here here the output for the AND gate, you are going to have a bubble here. So bubble here, and then for OR gate, you are going to have a bubble here. So AND invert. So AND with invert and OR with invert OR. So for the input will be NOT with OR, right? So I hope that this is clear. This particular diagram is expressed like that with NOT symbols, and also the same symbol. Now he is going to convert the entire this particular OR gate into AND gate. So what he is going to do? He is going to just represent it with a reverse. As I told you that alternative symbol, the OR gate will be changed to AND gate, and the input symbols are having NOT, and those will be normal, and the output will become bubble, which is NOT. Did you get it? So this is the logic that you are going to apply. So these are the three different ways of representing the same expression. So once again, just have a look. I'm telling you, bubble, bubble, bubble. That can be, it can be flipped with NANDs. Okay, this is how you are going to express with 3 NANDs. For example, in this expression, if they ask how many NANDs are there in that expression, you say 3 NANDs are there in that expression. Is it clear? Okay, now we are going to multi-level. So as you see in 2 level, which means level 1, what are the gates? Level 2, what are the gates? Now multi-level means levels, how many gates are there? So here you can see this part. So multi-level NAND circuit. So here also you can see that the converting of multi-level AND OR diagrams all into AND. So all the AND and OR gates must be converted to NAND, because it is a universal gate. Every gate can be expressed in NAND gate. So this is how you are going to convert the entire expression into NAND gate. So how it's going to done? As you have seen, as I told you, also convert the AND gates into NAND gates with, as you have seen in the previous slide, that AND followed by invert. So whenever you are going to use NAND gates, you are going to use AND followed by NOT. That is AND invert. So I hope you got the point. This is AND. AND gate is there. We have to convert the NAND gates. So how it is converted? With AND invert. Did you get that logic? That is a very important logic. And now, for example, if you want to convert OR gates, whenever OR gate is there, now you want to convert that into NAND gate, then we say invert OR gate, which is negation followed by OR. This is the expressions that you are going to generate. Okay, so every bubble is, so you can see check all the bubbles in the diagram. For every bubble, this is compensated by small circles. Insert an inverter or a complement to the input literals. If there is a bubble, that bubble can have an inverter, that is NOT gate, that can be applied to the diagram that is given, right? So now you can see here. So here you can see this is a multi-level expression. Here you can see AND gate, here AND gate, here AND gate, here AND gate. So in the level 1 you have 2 AND gates. In the level 2 you have 1 OR gate. Are you getting it? And level 3 you are having again AND gate. So here already 2 completed. So here 3, and OR gates here 2. So in the entire expression you can see there are 3 AND gates and 2 OR gates. Now you have to convert that into the entire into NAND gates. So every gate has to be converted to NAND gate, because it is a possibility that being universal gate you can express the all gates in form of NAND. So you can see that here, as I told you, AND gate representation is AND invert. So AND with followed by bubble, AND with followed by bubble. But if it is OR symbol, it is invert OR, which means input is bubbled, which means NOT. So here you can see this particular OR having bubble bubble. Is it clear? This is how you are going to express the diagram. Now in the level 3 you are going to write AND gate. AND gate is expressed with AND invert. So AND symbol with invert. And so now you understood how to write this expression. So this is the expression for this particular, right? This is how you are going to express with NAND. So I hope this is clear. This is multi-level NAND. And now coming to NOR implementation. So we have seen AND implementation, that is quite opposite, that is NOR. So NOR implementation is also the universal gate. As you can see, the inverter and 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 inverter, OR and NAND. Remember this, if it is NOR, for OR you are going to use 2 NOR gates. So because this is also can be expressed as this NOR gate, and here in the AND you can see these 2 can be expressed in this NOR. So here you can see there are 3 NOR gates for AND gate and 2 gates for OR gate. So this is how you are going to have a NOR implementation. Okay, so you can see that symbols as it is reverse. This is OR invert and then invert. We see this OR invert and then here it is invert AND. So here you are going to have the XNOR symbol. Okay, right? So here you can see OR invert, which means output symbol is having a bubble, and invert AND, so input is having a bubble, right? So now we'll go to the OR AND inverter. So here you can see this particular symbol is converted to this, because here you can see AND bubble and bubble OR. So the same way you can have this particular thing with NOR OR, which means that this particular symbols also can be converted to NOR. So this is how the representation of the same expression with 3 different diagrams, right? And next, thank you.